Let's die. Oh, now it feels heavy. Hey. Good morning, guys. We just woke up, did some cardio, woke up with a nice low body weight. If you're wondering what that sound is, little Lara is playing around. And Dexter is actually going to school, for you guys who don't know yet. In the Netherlands, when you turn 4 as a kid, you go to school. But Dexter is actually almost 4 years old, so he fits right into that age bracket where he was already able to go to school before turning 4, but he's having a blast right now. Already went, this is I think his second week at school now, which goes pretty quickly already. But now we have Lara at home, which allows us to give some more attention to her. But today, guys, is a leg day. Right there, I'm eating my breakfast. Already partially eating it, as you can see, with the whey drip, the fruit, the rice pudding, the flavor powder throughout it. This will fuel me in this leg workout. And leg workout, as you know, is very important for me, as legs, as the Dutch oak, need to be up there. Otherwise, I don't represent the name very well. And we are currently less than 7 weeks out for the Olympia. So very exciting, guys. Anyway, let's finish off this meal. And let's have a great workout at the gym. I just had that beautiful breakfast, which is still filling me up a little bit, which is, showing you how incredible the victory breakfast is. Try it out for yourself with the whey drip. But since it's a leg day, what I like to do here, and we're at the gym right now, by the way, in my office, is take an intra-workout. It's going to be a leg day, as I said, so it's going to take a longer time to work out. It's also 30 degrees Celsius here today in the Netherlands. So what I like to do, since it's a leg day and I like to fuel myself, is use the new ESN Intra, which basically means an intra-workout drink. So I'll fill these 2 shaker bottles up, so that's about 2 liters of water, and divide it with 50 grams of this. And very easy to remember, about half of the 50 grams is carbohydrates. Cyclic dextrin, which means it's a form of carbohydrate that is very fast absorbed into the bloodstream, so your stomach doesn't have to do a lot of effort during the workout to absorb it. So that's number 1, to sustain energy from the beginning to the end of the workout. But also, of course, amino acids, but also a bit of extra L-citrulline for the pump blood flow, which a lot of intra-workouts forget to include, which is also a part of a lot of pre-workouts, but intra-workout it helps as well. And also some coconut water, which has been proven to be comparable to your own mineral density in the blood. So it replaces those minerals very well. So basically the minerals, carbohydrates, and the amino acids to fuel your whole training. And then we're going to have a great workout. As always, the first movement will be the calves. So I'm doing the seated calf raise first. I don't, however, always recommend this, but because my calves are quite strong, I want to pre-fatigue them before doing the standing calf raise. So 2 sets of this one, the seated, and then 2 sets of the standing to crush those calves, and then start a true leg workout. Oh yeah! Hey. Oh, whoa, whoa. Woo. Oh. No SD card. SD card plugged in. Because I do this for my stories at Instagram at Wesley Vissers. So if you guys are curious how I am behind the scenes basically doing the work for the Olympia, follow me on there because you can interact with me a lot better as well. So yeah, let's go for the next set. Ah. Oh. 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 So the seated calf raise actually works the soleus muscle. That's this muscle right here. But what you really want to work is the gastrocnemius muscle, the medial head and the lateral head. And that's what you're going to work with the standing leg curl. But mostly the stretch is important. So I used to say back in the day that you have to go all the way up and all the way down. But for calves, actually if you go all the way up, you have less gains than if you just stay all the way down, go up halfway and then go down again. But just standardize your form within that and you will be golden. Standing calf raise time. And this is not a standing calf raise, but it's what do you actually call it? It's like a Purecraft kniebeugenmachine, aka a squat machine. So it's a squat movement, but you can also use it with straight legs and do a calf calf raise with it. So you don't actually need to have a standing calf raise in your gym to do a standing calf raise. We will, however, be getting the old school donkey calf raise. More on that in a new video later on. But for now, this one works great.
Is there enough space on there for weights?
Well, we still have one left. And actually anything you put on here feels heavier. So every weight put that's here, because when it goes down, it kind of drops you down more. It's heavier than this one. So I start with this and then I add more here to make it extra heavy. 250 already. Nee. 300. Yeah. This is also a great way to get your energy expenditure up. A lot of people like to complain about having to put on a lot of plates, but I just view it as a positive. It's actually funny because I did a seminar in Oslo and somebody asked about how I deal with stress. You just turn stress into positivity. Whatever it is that stresses you out always has some kind of positivity attached to it. So I can think, oh, I have to put so many plates on there for the calf raise, even though it's such a small, negligible exercise. Well, I'm getting the steps in, burning some more fat for the Olympia shreds. Okay, now I have to pull out a calculator. So that's 75 plus 75 plus 5 times 25 plus 5 times 25, 400 kilos. Okay, let's die. Oh, now it feels heavy. Hey. Ah. Oh. 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 Oh yeah. Oh, and then still 18 reps. But I'm going to stick around this just to another 2, maybe 3 sets to really fatigue those calves before starting with the first upper leg movement. Oh, damn. Man. There's already 4 reps less than the previous set, so finally moving into that rep range that is perfect. Oh, okay. Oh man. Okay, that's it for calves. Now we're gonna put some of this weight on another torture machine, the Nordic curl. Woo, man. If you don't look out here, if you go to failure, you're messed up, let's just say that. You can't go up anymore. So pretty much if I did one more rep, would have been maybe troublesome. But anyway, 3 more or no, 2 more of this to really roast those hamstrings. Oi. Next, leg extension time. We came out with limited edition Olympia line towels, t-shirts, and more to come as well. But for now, this one, the Golden Era Olympia, out right now at vintagenetics.com. So the nice thing about unilateral work, I can shift my hip into a more natural position, but I can also use my hand now to touch the muscle I want to work on. So I can either work on the sweep or, as you can see, on this if I want to. But look, I can contract this if I focus on here, or look at this, it won't contract now, but I will focus on this. So you can, boom, focus there or there, depending on the mind-muscle connection, and it really helps if you externally put something against a muscle to determine, okay, I want to tense this muscle more than the other. So you can play with the quadriceps, it's quad muscles, 4 muscles, so I want to work more on the outside on this one, so the only way to do really that is with a unilateral motion. Oh, man. Normally if you do it with 2 legs, it's 1 working set, but it feels like 2 working sets now because each leg is working. So, legs are now ready and primed for the first real compound movement. Let's go. Good. I'm happy with the retention of fullness and the progress being made. And yeah, conditioning is there. Body weight is higher than normal with this conditioning, which is a good sign because I'm holding more muscle then. But yeah, conditioning is really good for this point because we're a little, well, pretty much 6.5 weeks out. And there's a lot we can do to pull down, a lot of water weight as well. So I'm very happy with the conditioning because the upper body is almost done. There's a little bit on the lower back and a bit on the glutes and the hamstrings, but the rest is pretty close for sure. Yeah. Okay, nice. Woo. This already feels heavy. 1 plate. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, you really feel this in the whole legs, but glutes as well. You only get that if you go very deep. And that's the only way to go. I could go less deep, add another plate. What would that do? Mess up the tendons, the joints, with no benefit for muscle growth. Go deep, go hard. Oh. 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 Okay. So. Oh. When an exercise, it's very tiring, but it feels very good on a muscle. And usually I would do 2 sets on this, but now I did 3 because it felt so good. And then you should simply milk out a movement until your strength decreases, which is happening right now. So now it's time to move on to the next. Yo, the burn. Okay. And all of a sudden, that's a set. Oh man. So a lot of people also ask me, why do you put your legs so wide? Well, you should have a position with the legs that allows you to go all the way down, so to get that full stretch. So even if I go wide, I still work the quads, but also the inner thighs, which is what I want as well. But if you put your feet narrow, what is in the way? Your body. So you want to put your legs as wide as necessary, to put them around your body basically, to allow for full depth. Give it a shot, and you might want to be cutting your weight in half if you can. That way, if you do it that way, because I used to leg press with a very heavy weight, but this would be stopping the weight and then bouncing it back up. So right now, only have to do half of what I used to do with more gains. Whew, last movement time, hamstrings. So the benefit of having at least 2 hamstring movements is you can start with a hamstring movement and end with a hamstring movement, but they both target a slightly different part. This targets, pretty much the whole part of the hamstring, but kind of just like a Nordic curl, also the part that attaches to the knee, but it's a way different tension, because here you can also focus on the contraction. Anyway, let's do my due diligence and go to failure on this one. Whoa! Oh man. Oh. Still a good machine, can't deny that. That was a leg workout. Nice and satisfying, just feels good. I only feel everything in the legs where it belongs, no lower back, no joints, nothing. Not wearing a belt, not wearing knee sleeves, not even squat shoes, everything is feeling really well. Now I'm just going to do some abs, as always on leg day, at the end, because it doesn't affect anything then. And then then we're done with the workout for today. Yes guys, that's the workout. Abs, I've reduced to 4 sets a week just to maintain. I don't want to waste too much fatigue on the abs. but I don't want to waste them at all as well either. So just the 2 hard sets, hypertrophy sets, 12 to 15 reps max, so nice and heavy for the abs, and that's it. So yes guys, that was the complete workout. And of course, as you saw in the morning, I'm gonna have a similar meal right now. The post-workout victory meal with the rice flour, the whey drip of course, and some fruits to replenish from this workout. But luckily, I've already had the intra-workout, so you don't have to rush to the post-workout meal that way. And with an intra-workout, like I of course live very close by, or I can even have my meal at the gym itself. But if you have to drive for half an hour, for example, drinking your intra-workout during the workout and then just driving home with a normal pace is very possible, because you already have some carbs and some replenishment in your system, so you don't have to rush home for the post-workout meal, which is a big benefit in my opinion. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and of course don't forget to stay golden.